The Deep State of the Union, a comedian's take. All right, so here's my take on all the madness that has gone down the past few weeks. Now, full disclosure, I am a Democrat, not a MAGA loyalist. I'm not wearing a red cap unless it says bad hair day. But folks, as a comedian, I gotta call it like I see it. And what I've seen recently is the wildest episode of America's Got Foreign Policy I've ever watched. So it all starts with tariffs. Trump decides to play around with tariffs, yeah? That's the catalyst, the Jenga piece that pulled the whole tablecloth. And if you've been to China, you know they're transformed. Bullet trains, vertical cities, facial recognition ATMs. Meanwhile, our bridges are falling, our roads are potholes with names, and our economy is on life support. So what's Trump thinking? Let's get back manufacturing. Let's make America functional again. Because let's be real, even so-called third world India is beating us to the top four. So in come the tariffs. China is pissed. Tim Cook's like, cool, I'll move iPhone production to India. India throws a party. Modi's doing the Bhangra. Trump's like, wait, why? Why India? Come back home, Apple. Indian journalists are not amused. They're like, bro, you just ghosted us on WhatsApp. Now, let's look at the geopolitical dominoes. Check this out. Every country bordering India indebted to China. Mauritius, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Myanmar, Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan. China's running a game of Monopoly and owns Boardwalk and Park Place. So what if China whispers to Pakistan, hey, stage a little incident, make India look unsafe. Boom, proxy attack in Pahalgam. Suddenly, India looks risky to manufacturers. China wins, but Trump not having it. He's not about to let two nuclear powers ruin his economic homecoming parade. And let's be honest, Modi could annihilate Pakistan, but who's gonna rehabilitate 171 million Pakistanis? India is great, but it ain't ready for that kind of roommate situation. So, in some twisted way, while Trump's making America great again, he's accidentally making India great again too. Now, enter the Pope and the pivot. Then, boom, the spotlight shifts. A new Pope emerges. Homegrown, spiritually powerful. Suddenly, Trump's rhetoric shifts to, God will judge. My job is to defend America. Who wrote that line? Because that's the cleanest pivot since Beyonce left Destiny's Child. Now, MAGA goes to Arabia. Next up, Marco Rubio rounds up the Middle East sheikhs. Trump gets invited on the most extravagant trip ever extended to a world leader. Think Aladdin meets The Apprentice. And listen, I lived in Abu Dhabi for 23 years. These sheikhs, silent achievers. They don't tweet, they build. They build immigration systems that actually work. Expatriates come, work, and stay forever. No tantrums, no birthright drama. Just government systems that talk to each other. Unlike here, where one U.S. agency won't speak to the other. Meanwhile, in the Gulf, your information's accessible in seconds. It's efficient dictatorship versus democratic chaos. Now, AI and alliances. So now Trump returns from his trip and let's break it down. He changed the world order. He forgot to invite major news networks, so nobody covered it. But he's got new allies in the Middle East. AI, he's stacking chips for America to reign supreme. China's isolated. Russia's spinning fidget spinners like, what just happened? Even Iran and Syria are going like, should we text Sheikh Mohammed? But Trump had to swallow a bitter pill. He had to lift sanctions in Syria, stand next to the bounty poster version of someone who used to be a terrorist. Well, life happens. Political rehab is real. Even villains get second terms now. Enter the Abraham Accords. Now remember, Trump already brokered the Abraham Accords in his first term. Basically, Abraham, the original influencer, fathered Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. He's like the CEO of Monotheism Incorporated. So Israel and a few Arab nations signed peace deals. The UAE was ahead of the curve. Years ago, they had built Mary, Mother of Jesus Mosque. Now they upped it up with the Abrahamic Family House, a mosque, church, and synagogue neighbors. Also, Abu Dhabi just built a giant Hindu temple. So technically, all four major religions have beachfront property. And here's a theory for you. Abraham, Brahman, same phonics, people. Do you see a coincidence or is it just me? Someone get me a Sanskrit scholar and a Quranic linguist, please. Now, the Gaza game plan. So Trump skips Israel this time, but word on the street, he's got plans, big plans. Move Palestinians from Gaza to Libya, put the U.S. in charge of rebuilding Gaza, solve the world's most tangled conflict, save the U.S. economy, win the Nobel Peace Prize, and ride off into the Mar-a-Lago sunset. And my final thought, so yeah, I'm a Democrat, and I still think Trump tweets like a drunk on NyQuil, but even I have to admit, if peace breaks out because of a guy with gold toilets, that's the plot twist 2025 needed. Now, if he could fix potholes and healthcare, maybe I'll let a man whisper MAGA in my ear again. Thank you and good night.